Hey guys, Eve here, and today I'm doing another Cosmos and Cosmetology look. This month we're going into Scorpio. What I was really excited about this particular horoscope makeup look is that it's a lot of burgundies and it feels very fall. So you could also use this as kind of like a glammed up fall look if you want to. But burgundy is also one of my favorite colors, so I kind of love drenching my face in these colors. If you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, go ahead and keep on watching. Hey guys, alright, so I already primed my eyes and did my eyebrows, so we're heading straight into the Modern Renaissance palette. So the first shade I'm going to be laying down is the shade Golden Ochre, and we're using that as our first transition shade. Grabbing my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush and putting that right into the crease. We're going to be blending it up pretty far up to the eyebrow, making sure that everything is evenly dispersed. And then I couldn't decide what shade to put in next, so I actually grabbed both Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange. I'm putting that right in the crease as well, using the same brush. I'm not necessarily focusing this a little bit lower, but I'm pretty much just overlaying it right on top of the Golden Ochre shade, making sure to really drag out the transition into a wing shape at that tape. And doing some reverse blending, going back in with Golden Ochre just to make sure everything is really diffused. And then using a more fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Love Letter, and we're putting that right in the crease as well. This shade we actually are going to be keeping lower on the crease, just because I don't want the whole crease to be super red or super pink, but I definitely want it to have that tone. We are going to be cutting the crease today, so I wanted to have a red tone just to kind of give it a pop of color and a pop of drama. Making sure to dramatically wing it out at the end, just like I did with the Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange combo. Blending, blending, blending to get rid of any harsh lines. And then doing some reverse blending, as I call it, going back over with the Raw Sienna Burnt Orange combination. And then once you're happy with the crease, you can go ahead and cut it. So I'm grabbing my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair on a small concealer brush. This one is by the Japonesque brand. And I'm slowly tracing a line on my crease before I fill it in. We're only going about halfway because the corners are going to be pretty dark. And then when we're happy with that, I'm going to fill in the lid space with concealer. We're also going to be kind of dragging the concealer onto the inner corners as well, just to keep that nice and bright. And then to make sure none of the colors end up sticking to the concealer too much, we're going to go ahead and set it with a powder. I'm grabbing the shade Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette. It's kind of a pinky bone shade. And just quickly setting that with a fluffy brush onto our concealed areas. Alright, and then this is a little weird, but I'm actually grabbing the shade Love Letter first. We're going to take this on a flat brush and fill in that inner corner space, bringing it up to the line of the cut crease. It's okay if it's a teensy bit messy because we are going to be covering that up with glitter, but I'm going back and forth between using patting motions and swiping motions because I want the pigment to be really strong, but I also want to make sure that it blends into the rest of the eye. Everything is going to seem a little backwards for a while, but it's okay, it gets better. Alright, and like I said, things are going to be a little bit backwards. So I'm going to blend the inner corners of my eye really quick and then grab my Stila liquid liner in the shade Black. We're going to line the eyes, kind of create a wing shape a little bit, but then we're also going to drag it a little bit into the crease of our eye as well. So following the shape of our crease, just at the outer corner, making sure to keep it winged up. So we want it to flick up towards our temples. And then filling in that space with a liner, just at the ends. And then lining the rest of our eye, keeping it really thin. Alright, and then dipping back into the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm grabbing Red Ochre and Venetian Red and I'm mixing them on my brush, the same shader brush that we were using earlier. And I'm packing that into the center of our lid, kind of going into the black. This way we can marry the black shade and the love letter shade all together, sort of creating a red ombre on my eye. And then for that outer wing, we're going to dip into the Naked 2 palette by Urban Decay and grab the shade Blackout. This is my favorite matte black shade, and I wanted to try it on a definer fluffy brush first. I don't really know how to describe that kind of brush. It's like a small blending brush, but it wasn't really giving me the pigment payoff that I wanted. So instead I grabbed a liner brush and dipped into the black shade, and I traced over the Stilo liner that we put on before, and then I slowly dragged it along the crease and into the red ochre Venetian red combination. And then I went back in with that definer brush just to help blend the black into the red colors a little bit more. And then once I was happy with the blending process, I grabbed my NYX glitter liner. I'll leave the shade down below, but it's the silver glitter, and I'm tracing it over my crease, being very careful as I do have hooded eyes.
Put her on your knee, and I mean, that'd be really fun. Just 3 years
ago. So yeah, make sure that you don't close your eyes while it's still drying, especially if you do have hooded or slightly hooded eyes like I do, because the glitter will get everywhere. So just go very slow. You can see I'm letting it dry there a little bit before I move on to the rest of my eye. This glitter liner does the job, but it's not super pigmented, especially since it is a little bit older. But I still think it's super pretty. So let it dry, let it dry, let it dry. Do not move your eye at all until you feel like it is dry. And then I wanted to fix that spot where I got the glitter, so I'm dragging the black into my eye a little bit more. And just like that, we got the majority of our base makeup on. So then I'm going ahead and I'm grabbing the red ochre Venetian red combo, and I'm blending my lower lash line with that, bringing it pretty far into the inner corner of my eye, and then using a pencil brush, I'm smoking that out with just burnt orange. I didn't want to make the lash line too smoky, but I wanted to make it smoky enough, you know. I'm always down for a smoky lower lash line. And then for my blush, I'm grabbing the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. I thought a mauve tone would actually really complement this dark red eye look really well, so I'm putting that onto the apples of my cheeks. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm grabbing the shade Vermeer, and I'm using a tiny little highlighting brush for that. It's a really metallic pink shade, which is why I thought it was perfect for this look. And then, as you can see here, I tried putting it on my brow bone, which was a mistake. So I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm actually going to grab the shade Beam. Beam, it's so bright. It's a beaming highlight. I feel like more people should definitely use Beam and Enlight more as face highlighters. I don't think that they get enough attention for that, but they're bomb as face highlighters. If you haven't tried it out yet, definitely try it out. So I'm putting Beam down the bridge of my nose and on all the normal places that I highlight, so the tops of my cheekbones, and on my temples, and on the tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Out of our fortress with paper crowns. Alright, and then brushing away that bake that I had from earlier, and then setting my face with the NYX Dewy Setting Spray. And for the lips, I'm going with my Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipstick in the shade Damned, which is a really dark red. I've worn this on my channel quite a few times, but you know, just because I've worn it before doesn't mean I'm not going to wear it again, and it goes perfectly with this look. I will say that the shade definitely has to be built up. It's not exactly patchy, but since the formula is so watery, sometimes there are certain areas where it's a little bit thinner of an application, so, you know, let it dry down a little bit and then go on with another layer. Alright, and then I'm curling my lashes here to prepare it for the mascara and falsies. And for my mascara today, I'm using the Buxom Lash Mascara. Then for my lower lash line, I am of course using my Pixie Lower Lash Line Mascara. I love this thing. It can get a little messy at times, but it's so worth it. And then to set my eyebrows in place, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And then I'm going to pop on my Adele Demi-Wispy lashes, and then the look is complete. Alright guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have any questions on the makeup look, please leave those questions in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying this makeup series, the Cosmos and Cosmetology series, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe so you know when the next one comes out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, Eve here, and today I am doing another horoscope. Today I am doing another Cosmos and I can't say words, so I kind of love drenching myself. Oh, stop shaking. Stop.